not sure if Mr. Sun.
Good morning. We're starting the July 17th Planning Board meeting of the Commission. And we'll start out with former Chair Peter Shapiro making an announcement, and then we'll start with our meeting this morning. So welcome.
Thank you. And as my announcement, the rotation of the chair, or is there anything else?
No, that's your announcement.
All right, my announcement is I don't have to wear a jacket anymore, and Vice Chair Harris is now Chair Harris. And the only thing I would say is I want to thank everybody for your support as we've gone through these transitions, and also to say what an absolute pleasure it's been to work with you, Artie, and looking forward to you in your new role and our new collaboration. So thanks, everybody. And Artie, the gavel is yours, and the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you so much, Peter. Before we get started with our business agenda this morning, I just want to make a couple announcements. And thank you, Peter. It's been an honor to be here today as chair of the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission. I want to thank former Chair Peter Shapiro for his leadership of the commission for nearly 2 years and his ongoing support as we rotate responsibilities and I transition into this role. In addition, I want to thank all of the commissioners for your hard work and continued commitment to the people we serve in Prince George's and Montgomery counties. For nearly 100 years, the commission has worked to improve residents' quality of life through thoughtful strategies that strengthen our economies, protect our environment, and create welcoming communities for all to live, work, and thrive. As a result, our counties are the engine of our state's economy and serve as examples for regions around the nation. While this work has always been demanding and complex, the challenges we face today are unprecedented. From the very real housing crisis sweeping our nation and region and the nation, to the threats to our natural environment, to ensuring safe and reliable transportation modes, we are at the crossroads that will determine the future of our region. We can either accept the status quo that threatens the growth and stability of our counties, or take bold action and ensure that our children and grandchildren can live and flourish in Montgomery County and Prince George's counties as we have. These challenges are big to tackle alone, too big to tackle alone. That is why this bi-county commission matters. Leveraging our shared experience, knowledge, and expertise, we are uniquely positioned to develop effective and innovative strategies and policy solutions that serve residents' interests today and for the future generations. Together, we can go to Annapolis and represent the interests of our collective 2 million residents and collaborate with those in our nation's capital and those across the river in Virginia to build consensus and lift us all up to a better future. We can work with our sister bi-county commission, WSSC, to protect our drinking water and ensure our infrastructure and technology around it remains safe and the state of the art. We know we can do this because we have already accomplished so much together, from securing federal funding for connecting trail networks to reviewing and approving policies and plans that will allow more people to find housing in walkable, sustainable neighborhoods, to providing support for the governor's housing policy. The commission is making a real, lasting difference for our region. I look forward to helping guide the commission in this new role. As part of taking a role in regional responses and solutions, I'm excited to share and invite everyone to the Montgomery Planning Board Speaker Series. Our first conversation kicks off tomorrow evening and will focus on the housing crisis and what is being done nationally and locally to increase the housing supply. I look forward to all that we can work on this together. And now we'll move forward with our today's business items. Thank you. The first item is a consent agenda. We have 5 items here. If there are no questions or comments, we'll take them up as one item.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just as a clarification, it was noted yesterday that resolutions as listed in the agenda 2416 through 2418 were misnumbered. They are 2417 through 19. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Adams. If no questions or comments, we'll take them up as one. Do I have a motion for approval of the consent agenda that consists of approval of the commission agenda, Resolution 2406, Resolution 2417, 2418, and 2419? You're in.
Move approval, Mr. Chairman. Commissioner
Second.
Washington.
Second, Commissioner Giraldo.
Commissioner Bailey nominated and Mr. Giraldo second. Do I have all in favor?
No,
That
it was
was-
Commissioner Washington.
it was-
I'm sorry,
Mr.
Commissioner
Chair, it
Washington.
was Commissioner Washington.
Commissioner Washington. All in favor?
That's correct.
Is there a
Calling roll,
Aye.
yes.
Aye.
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 Chair
Aye.
Harris,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartley,
Yeah.
Aye.
We never really
Commissioner
sit,
Hedrick?
These are where we normally sit and you
Aye.
have to pay.
Commissioner Linden,
Aye.
What day
Commissioner
is it?
Pettowee.
Tuesday? Hey, hold on. While you looking,
But I think we need somebody to mute.
Vice Chair Shapiro,
Aye.
Commissioner Bailey, yes, okay. Commissioner Giraldo,
I vote aye.
Commissioner
Aye.
Washington.
Aye.
That's 9-0, confirming Commissioner Dorner is absent today.
Great, thank you. We're going into our second item, adoption of commission meeting minutes, approval of commission meeting, open session, June 12th, 2024. Do I have a motion for approval?
Move approval.
Approval.
Who seconded?
I'll second it.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Commissioner Bailey moved and Commissioner Giraldo second. Do I have a roll call?
Chair Harris,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartley,
Aye.
Commissioner Hedrick,
Aye.
Commissioner Linden,
Aye.
Commissioner Pettowee,
Aye.
Vice Chair Shapiro,
Aye.
Commissioner Bailey,
But aye.
Commissioner Giraldo,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Washington.
Aye.
As a point of record, as advised by the General Counsel, I think those commissioners who were not present at the prior meeting should be marked as abstentions.
Great. That was Josh Linden, Sean Bartley,
Yes.
Commissioner Giraldo, and Commissioner Washington.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to go to our item number 4, general announcements. We have 4 this morning. This month is Bereavement Parents Month. Also upcoming is the Hispanic Heritage Month, September 15th through October 15th. And then when there is no commission meeting in August, the next commission meeting will be on September 18th. And the last is probably not in your packet, but I just want to say that I just want to shout out to the Parks Department with their Shakespeare in the Park series. There was one in Montgomery County last week. It was at Brookside Gardens. I wasn't able to attend, but I was able to attend on Saturday at a park in Hyattsville. And on the, you see in this picture here, was lovely, it was Midsummer Night's Dream, wonderful play. And on the far right is Megan Merchant, who's an art specialist with Prince George's County Parks. And then to her left, it's Brianna Manente, and it was just a wonderful play, and it's just such a depth of what the commission has to offer, whether it's in Prince George's County or Montgomery County. So I wanted to just give a shout out to A Midsummer Night's Dream. Thank you. And next we'll go on to committee and board reports. In your package for your information, there is a report on the Employees Retirement System Board of Trustees, regular meeting minutes from June 4th, 2024. If you have any questions, please say them now. And then, hearing none, we'll go to our next item where we'll go into closed session. Pursuant to the Maryland General Provisions article of the Annotated Code of Maryland, Section 3-305B 9, a closed session is proposed to consider matters relating to collective bargaining negotiations with the municipal and county government employees organization and the Fraternal Order of Police bargaining units to preserve the commission's negotiation position. So we'll go into closed session, and then we'll come back into open session after the closed session is ended. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I believe a vote is needed to go into closed
Oh, yeah.
session.
Do I have a vote to go into closed session? Do I have a motion to go into closed session?
So moved to go into closed session.
Geraldo?
second.
So Commissioner Giraldo moved and Commissioner Hedrick second. So do I have a vote, please?
Chair Harris?
Aye.
Commissioner Bartley?
Aye.
Commissioner Hedrick?
Aye.
Commissioner Linden?
Aye.
Commissioner Pedoeem?
Aye.
Vice Chair Shapiro?
Vote aye.
Commissioner Bailey?
But I.
Commissioner Giraldo?
I vote aye.
Commissioner Washington?
Aye.
It's 9-0. Thank you.
Great. So we'll go into closed session now. We should be back in about 20 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good morning. We're live again, and we're back into open session. In closed session, the commission approved the closed session meeting minutes of May 15, 2024, and we had a discussion about collective bargaining negotiations with the McGeo and discussions regarding negotiations with the Fraternal Order of Police. So now we're back in open session. We're on item number 7, action and presentation items. 7A there are 3 items under 7A. It's the combined M-NCPPC wage negotiations, Resolution 24-12, Resolution 24-13, and Resolution 24-14. Do we need to do them? Can we do them collectively, or do we need to do them separately? Okay, we'll do them collectively. Do I have a motion for approval of resolutions 24-12, 24-13, and 24-14?
So move.
I'll second, Hedrick.
We moved by Commissioner Giraldo.
Commissioner Giraldo.
Yeah, Commissioner Giraldo, and second by Commissioner Hedrick.
Right.
All in do I have a all in favor?
Chair Harris,
Aye.
Commissioner Bartley,
Aye.
Commissioner Hedrick,
Aye.
Commissioner Linden,
Aye.
Commissioner Pedowin,
Aye.
Vice Chair Shapiro,
Aye.
Commissioner Bailey,
But aye.
Commissioner Giraldo,
I vote aye.
Commissioner Washington.
Aye.
9-0, thank you.
Our next item is 7B, health and benefits changes and updates. We have Jennifer McDonald and Mr. Allen. Are there any, would you like to give a brief presentation or?
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you.
Thank you so much. Good morning, and thank you. I'm Todd Allen, Director of Human Resources. We all care about the long-term health of our benefits for employees and retirees. We have some great news to share regarding a recent insurance bid and through an RFP process. We also have 2 recommendations that were supported by department heads that we want to report to you as information items. We're very fortunate to have a fantastic health and benefits team led by Jennifer McDonald, our benefits manager. So I'm going to turn straight over to her. Thank you, Jennifer.
Okay. Thank you, Todd. Good morning, everyone. Jennifer McDonald, Benefits Manager. I hope everyone is doing well. As Todd mentioned, we did complete a couple RFPs, actually 3 RFPs, requests for proposals for our dental plan, our life insurance plan, and our disability plans. They were all very successful. Just want to let you know, we do this in conjunction with some of our other Montgomery County agencies. These 3 were conducted in collaboration with Montgomery County Public Schools, as well as WSSC, with the assistance of our benefits consultant, Aon. So it was a very successful RFP with all 3 plans. For our dental plan, there will be no changes in our current premium through December of 2028. So even though there is no change, if we did not go out to RFP, we probably would have incurred an increase of some kind. So even though there's no change in the rates, there is a benefit. For our basic life, we did see a decrease in the premiums for the basic life insurance, and that rate is guaranteed through the end of 2029, giving us a savings of approximately $53,000 each year. There were no changes to the rates for the accidental death and dismemberment, supplemental life, dependent life. However, the current rates are being held flat until the end of 2029. Again, with no change, there are savings. For the long-term disability plan, we did see an increase of a decrease in our current rates of 9.8%, giving us an annual savings of $106,000 per year. And the rate will be guaranteed through the end of December 2028. Supplemental life, we saw a decrease in the rates. Annual savings about $21,000 and those rates are being held through the end of 2028. And our advice to pay for the sick leave bank, our current rate of $1.45 per member per month decreased to $1.40, an annual savings of $609. And that rate will be held through the end of 2028. So as I said, even though there's no rate increase is still a benefit. Performance guarantees were also established for each of those plans. Now, Minnesota Life offered some enhancements, which we will adopt. The first is for the accidental death and dismemberment. I'm not going to go into detail, but the 3 enhancements. One is airbag injury. If a member dies or suffers from an accident while they're wearing a seatbelt, they will receive an additional benefit of $10,000, less of $10,000 or 10% of their coverage amount. Repatriation, if the insured dies at least 75 miles from their primary residence, the insurance will pay to have the body prepared and transported to a mortuary. And for the last one, if someone is in a coma, there will be an additional benefit paid to that individual. The other enhancement is for the supplemental life. We are increasing the amount that an employee can purchase for their supplemental life. Currently, they can purchase up to 5 times their base annual earnings. We are increasing that to 8 times, but maintaining the plan maximum of $750,000 annually. And this is a benefit for our low-income employees. They can increase their multiple and get greater coverage. The other enhancement is we will be conducting a guaranteed issue for the supplemental life during the upcoming open enrollment period, where employees who are not currently enrolled may enroll without having to provide evidence of insurability. So those were the enhancements for the life insurance plan. Now, the 2 recommended changes that we are asking for approval for 2025. Our sick leave bank is currently in very good health. Historically, if the number of hours in the bank exceeds 20,000, we recommend that the annual contribution of 8 hours be waived for current members. The bank has been running over 20,000 for 2022 and 2023, but we did not recommend waiving the required hours because we recently enhanced the bank, giving employees greater access to the benefits. We wanted to see what effect that would have on the usage. And while the expected surge in utilization did not take place, there has been an increase in the number of members, and more and more employees are joining the bank. So we have a lot of hours. So we are recommending, right now the bank is over 30,000 hours. So we are recommending that we waive the contributions for 2025 for existing members. Any new members to the bank will have to contribute the required 8 hours. We did discuss this at the department heads meeting, and they unanimously supported this recommendation. The other recommendation that we are making is for domestic partner coverage. We currently offer domestic partner coverage to both same-sex and opposite-sex couples. This includes coverage for medical, prescription, dental, and vision. We have done a review and we have identified this as a plan risk and a cost to the plan. So we are recommending that we treat everyone the same, and those who can marry legally can do so. Maryland did legalize marriage for same-sex couples. So the recommendation is to discontinue offering coverage and again, treat domestic partners like everyone else. Many plans have gone down that road to discontinue offering domestic partner coverage. We would recommend grandfathering the current employees who are taking advantage of this benefit. And again, the majority of the department heads have supported this recommendation.
Yes, so I understand that these are information items to report out as opposed to needing approval. We can answer any questions you have. I just wanted to put that out there, that I think these are information items. So again, in summary, with the Maryland marriage equality law passed back January 1, 2013, many plans treated same-sex partners the same, and that we're just kind of catching up to match up with what most employers have done many years ago. So domestic partners still would have coverage through being treated the same as the legal spouse process. So we just open up to any questions on any of the topics. Thanks.
So we'll get to you one second, Ms. Bartley, but our general counsel, Ms. Borden, can you just confirm that we do not need to make a Borden to vote on the ones regarding sick leave bank and the discontinuing the coverage for domestic partners, okay? Health.
Yes,
go ahead, please.
Yes, that's correct. And I just want to clarify, the commission was actually one of the first, if not the first in the country, to allow domestic partners who were not legally married to get benefits. And that was something we did, I think, in the 90s. And so we were one of the first to do it, and we've maintained it probably longer than everybody else as well. The idea was that we wanted to have people who could not marry legally but were in a domestic partnership to get health benefits just like everybody else. And so we did that for a long time. But now that people can get married, people who couldn't before, when we introduced this benefit, it has become more of a risk, because now we're looking at basically, the risk that people who are not married, who are simply living together, or say they're living together, would then try to get benefits that they may not actually be entitled to. And so, our insurance company is looking at that a little askance at this point, because they're saying, marriage equality passed, why are you still doing this? So, we've taken, several looks at it, and we know we don't have to offer this coverage anymore. And we do agree that it is a risk that, people will try to basically game the system in a way that's really, at this point in time, not, it's not necessary for us to offer this coverage. Everybody's covered. Anybody who was using this domestic partner coverage, as of, I think it's December 31st, they get to continue using it. We're not going to yank anybody's coverage. We're just saying, going forward, we're going to just treat everybody the same. If they're married, they get the coverage. If they're not, they do not.
Okay. No, great for the explanation. But the point is that we do not have to vote to.
No, you don't. You don't have to vote. But we wanted you, because this has been important, to the commission. I mean, it was a big deal when we did it. And we just want you to know that, we're not pulling back from this. This is not a change in our values. This is,
Great.
This is just, we don't need it anymore.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Bartley, and then Ms. Pedowin.
Thank you, Attorney Borden, for clarifying. I had a couple of questions, but you helped clarify. And so just from my understanding and restating what you said, is that the domestic partner coverage will not continue for new applicants beginning December 31st, 2024, right? So Is that correct?
I would word it differently, Sean. If I may, I would say it would continue to be supported and just treated the same.
I can't hear you.
everyone
For some
else.
reason, your microphone is muted. I can't hear you. But
You can't hear me now?
I can hear you a little better now. Thanks.
Oh, okay, that's odd. Okay, sorry. I was just saying, it continues just in a manner of treating them the same as other legal spouses. So domestic partners have the option to get married and would be treated just like opposite sex. So same-sex partners can be treated the same as opposite sex in terms of just legally getting married.
Now,
But as
so-
we said earlier, we would grandfather in the people that are in under the other rules.
So have heterosexual, after the successful Marriage Equality Act in Maryland, were heterosexual couples allowed to have domestic partners qualify for benefits also?
Yes, we do have heterosexual couples with same sex or opposite domestic partners.
Okay. And will the heterosexual couples and same-sex couples be grandfathered in similarly after December 31st, 2024?
Yeah, all current domestic partners that we have on our plan now would be grandfathered in.
Okay. And just as a side note, I commend the commission on providing those coverages, because as an attorney, I used to help same-sex couples with paperwork so that they could be treated as married couples. And now with the Marriage Equality Act, they'll have that benefit, or they have that benefit. So I think it's a really wise move on the part of the insurance company and the commission to eliminate the domestic partner coverage and grandfathering it for those who are already having the opportunity to benefit from it. So good work. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Commissioner Pedalin.
So I just wanted to praise the work that Health and Benefit have done. Jennifer, one thing that I would like to tell you, I love the hinge. Don't ever get rid of it. It's absolutely one of the best benefits that I have ever received. And I should really praise you for having that kind of well-being things that you have been doing, different ideas that you're bringing. It's really innovative, it's really helpful, and just wanted to praise the good job that you guys have been doing.
Thank you, Commissioner Pedalin. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you, Commissioner Pedalin, for your very positive remarks. So if there are no other questions and comments, because there's no vote needed here, and thank you, Ms. McDonald and Mr. Allen, for your comprehensive report and all your hard work you do on the benefits portion. So we'll go next to the officers' reports, the executive director's report. There's a late evaluation report, if anyone has any comments or questions. We have Mr. Spencer here to make a comment on that report. Yeah.
I do have a brief comment, and that is there was a slight uptick in folks late, and that is because I had instructed staff not to turn in their performance evaluations because we were still in bargaining, and that we weren't sure what the compensation package would look like until we completed it. So other than that, everything looks good. I just wanted to say that that the departments was told that they would be held harmless if they were late, and so I just wanted to make that clear. That's all.
Thank you for that clarification. And if there are no other comments or questions about the late evaluation report, we'll go on to the CIO's quarterly report. We're happy that Mr. Chalet provided an update on the ERP, the Enterprise Research Planning project that's underway, and I was delighted to hear that we're releasing the RFP at the end of September to keep that project going. So are there any questions or comments on Mr. Chalet's report? Seeing none, there's the last.
I just, Commissioner Harris, sorry, Chair Harris. I really appreciate Mazen's, ERP, briefing to us. That was very helpful. And I'm just hoping that anytime that there is a big milestone, maybe every 6 months or so, because this is a very big project impacting all of us, that we could get a briefing in that regard, that where we're standing and how we are moving on and progressing. I appreciate that.
Thank you for your comment. We're now, the treasurer's report, there's not one this month. And the last report is, in your packet was a litigation report from the General Counsel. Does anyone have any questions or comments regarding that report? Seeing none, my last comment is there anything else any of the commissioners want to bring up, or any of the staff, the department heads or deputies want to bring up? Seeing none in that regard, this concludes our commission meeting for the 17th. I wish everyone a delightful remaining part of the summer, and we look forward to seeing you all on September 18th. So thank you so much.
Thank you.